When speaking of anime characters with the most quote-unquote aura, the answer isn't Gojo, it isn't Jinwoo. There is only one correct answer, and that answer is the one, the only, the magnificent, sorcerer supreme, extravagant, omnipotent, legendary pimp pirate king Saiyan Hokage Lord Bone Daddy Ainz Ooal Gown. We gonna go on this journey together, y'all.
That's why I'm the king around here.
Welcome everyone to my humble abode. Grab a drink, make sure it's cold. We're talking about anime, new and old. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my anime lounge. Welcome one, welcome all, welcome back to the Anime Lounge. And yes, it is indeed another Overlord edition, and it's the perfect time to do so because in many instances I have seen the discussion of anime characters having aura and the immediate debate somehow mainly be revolving around the chosen one Gojo and the rising star in Jinwoo. And respectfully, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I just believe a lot of high tier aura possessing characters are getting overlooked, which opens the door for me to be the Paul Heyman for the undead King Ainz. But he has the moments, the power, the speeches, and the squad. His whole squad is full of literal and metaphorical demons. Matter of fact, I can just show you. But first, you could exude your own powerful aura by applying some spiritual pressure on that like button.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
If you're new and find yourself enjoying the video, hit that subscribe button. Join the lounge and enjoy talking anime with fellow watchers. Hit that bell for notifications so you know when the lounge is going to be open again. There's a seat for you. Join us, chill with us, laugh with us. Now let's get into it.
Cross the heart.
Did you feel that? The man even has a pimp cane. Popped out a portal and immediately caught a body. You see, the advantage that Ainz has over the other aura candidates is that although he is the main character, he is also the main villain. And the fact that he's an undead means that we get that cold-blooded, no mercy, badass behavior that provides the usual good guy MC with their best moments. You see, this village is being attacked by some soldiers who soon become an experiment for Ainz to test his abilities. So he takes the freshly baked corpse he just made and casually summons a Death Knight. In this world, Death Knights are seen as top tier menaces. Being able to summon just one of these would put you at the upper echelon of magic casters. And it's easy to see why, because he gives this knight one order and one order only.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
And then he descends upon the remaining soldiers and tells them, I'll allow you to return to your owner and tell them that the next time they cause trouble in this village, I'll bring death to your kingdom. Which, in hindsight, he was truly a man of his word. But of course, the group that sent the soldiers to the village, the slain theocracy, was not about to take that laying down. So they show up with an army of archangel flames, ready to raise some hell. After reaching a euphoric high by beating down the strongest warrior, the king shows up to the battlefield, disgusted that these people would dare threaten to massacre the very village he just bothered saving. The audacity! So he decides to bargain. Offer me your life with zero resistance, and there will be no pain. But of course they don't listen, and what's great about Ainz is that he'll explain to you how he's whooping your ass while he's doing it, so you're not confused as to why you never stood a chance in the first place. But then while you're worrying about what Ainz is gonna do, you also gotta look out for...
Oh, Jesus!
Like I said, these are goons. If anything, they're more sadistic. He's the one keeping them from just tearing all this shit down. So they pull out their trump card in this high-level, ultimate, shiny, holy angel. And the priest was like, aha! This will be your demise. Feel the power of the ultimate power. Tremble before the judgment of God.
You scared? Yeah, you scared, ain't you, bitch nigga?
So this is how it feels to take damage.
And then he showed these men of will what will really was.
I'm better than you, my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better, I'm stronger than you.
You wanna hear something funny? Ainz became the strongest adventurer as a side quest, an experiment, a learning experience, if you will. I mentioned this in previous Overlord videos that every time they find themselves face to face with Ainz, they always petition that they have the strongest adventurer on their side, not knowing that it's him in disguise. And even when he's holding back in disguise as the adventurer Momonga, Ainz never loses that aura, especially when he's flanked by Naburo, just one of his many demonic maids who stay ready when things get messy, active when Ainz is tested, never bested, putting bodies in coffins to send a message.
Now listen!
He's casually walking around looking like the warrior of death, imposing in size and stature. He gets hired as a bodyguard by famed pharmacist Neferia, but in the background, some trouble's brewing with this evil adventurer named Clementine. She'll be essential to the lesson later. While Ainz is out handling this adventurer business, he has an albedo at home, keeping his bed warm. You feel me? You smell me? But now he gotta show off a little. You see, ogres are typically a tough mob to deal with. Take some teamwork and a little elbow grease to keep them down. But while the other adventure team is hitting them with their mighty morphin moves, you just see Ainz and Nabe strolling up to a group of ogres and
I'm gonna slash and gash, cut another hole in your ass.
they were already calling him the strongest warrior in the kingdom. But he has a soft side for the teams that work together and reminds him of his old allies. He told them, soon enough, all this stuff y'all see me do by myself, your team will be able to do it in some time. And again, in the background, we have this sadist Clementine trying to gather information so she can find Neferia, and she's really being built up as a true menace.
私はね、人を殺すのが大好きで恋していて愛しているの。
But little does she know that her dance with death is gonna become a little more intimate than she thinks.
All right, it's time for an anime recommendation break. It's a spot in the video where I throw out a random show-off scene that I would recommend people to check out if it sounds appealing to them. And so this anime recommendation break is brought to you by I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire. You ever just have one of them days? Boss got you working crazy hours, treating you like trash.
Day is never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
Got a loving wife and daughter at home waiting on you. You taking a stroll and see your wife and daughter with another man, and your daughter calls him Papa. You get fired because someone framed you for embezzling money at your job. You find out your daughter ain't yours. Your wife leaves, and the guy she's cheating on you with is your boss, who is also the one who got you fired because he embezzled the money, and he's the father of the daughter, and then you just die. But on your deathbed, you get approached by this sketchy apparition calling himself the guide, offering you the chance to become
Reincarnated!
and he places you in a world of magic and mechs where you're a noble who rules over a planet. Meet Liam. He decides he's gonna take that trauma and crash out in another life as an evil lord for revenge and surround himself with money and women and power.
誰のおかげで生きていられると思ったろう。お前が贅沢できるのはわしだ。Hey, young man.
This show was fun, and due to all the components it deals with, harem, isekai, mechs, it does feel like it leaves a lot on the table, but in a good way. Like, it could have gone 24 episodes, or it should definitely get another season. But it does have some crazy stuff happening here, and the MC is not for the shenanigans. The tale of this story is vengeance. Revenge! Refusing to be a tool for other people's enjoyment. Highly recommended. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Anyway, Nifty finds out that Ainz is the adventurer undercover. So he now knows that Ainz is even more powerful than he has already seen. Which is why when they went into the forest that houses one of the legendary magical creatures, he asked Ainz if he could just politely send the creature away without killing him. Everyone was like, that would be impossible even for him. You see, what is deemed a legendary creature of mythical proportions to their world is just a regular pet for Ainz. He even sent Aura, his dark elf goon, the pet tamer, to bring him out. Show me this creature of legend. Let me see the power they possess. Bring me a challenge.
私の支配下に入っておりますので、決して暴れたりすることはありません。
And they quickly begin to learn that their power ceiling and their highest peaks is just the floor for Ainz. He stands above all, and it's high time for a certain someone to learn that lesson.
Hi! おかえりなさい。
While casually strolling around town on the back of the legendary beast, Ainz runs into Nefarious Grandma. They return back to the shop and find the remains of the adventurer party that was with Ainz and Nifty. This pisses off Ainz because he was fond of them. But seeing as how her grandson is missing, there is an opportunity. He said, look, I'm the strongest adventurer around and the only one who can go get your grandson back. Lucky for you, if you put in a request, you know, I might accept it, you know, because this is a nice little pizza shop you guys got here. But just know, I ain't cheap. She said, well, how much? He said, I want it all. I want everything. And you know how old folks always got their sayings and superstitions? She said, they always say demons will grant you a wish for everything. Could it be that you too are demons? Meanwhile, at the gravesite where Nifty has been taken, there's an army of skeletons, and the guards are shook, but Ainz shows up and was like, open them gates. They're screaming that there is an army of undead back there, and Ainz is like,
I don't give a fuck.
I said open those gates, and then he said, fuck it, leaps over the gates, and immediately
Gonna slash and gash, cut another hole in your ass.
And even when he fucks up, he don't fuck up.
大きな変化が生じるまで高みの見物をされていた方が最高のタイミングをつかめたのではないでしょうか。
すべてを私が教えていては成長できまい。
The way he goes from comedic to straight up horror villain is astounding. Also, it's important to know that Ainz is petty. When he really doesn't like what someone did and wants them gone, he'll do it in the most sadistic fashion. Take Clementine for instance. He invites her to fight to the death while leaving Nabe to fight with the evil mage. She's the one who took out that adventurer team, so he wants to handle her personally. She talking mad smack about how strong she is. Ooh. About how strong she is, and so disrespectfully, Ainz says, you know what? My revenge on you is that I am not going to fight you seriously. And you have to think, for someone who takes so much pride in their strength, Telling them you're gonna fight them with the handicap does something to them on an emotional level. Y'all see what happened when Vegeta found out about Super Saiyan 3? That shit is scarring to them. And this is where shit gets dark. She starts throwing all these attacks at him, and he's just taking mental notes on how the martial arts works in this world. Then he says,
Man,
let's get the fuck out of here.
the goons of Gone. She heard that and immediately turned up. She said, I'm gonna teach you a lesson, and I'm gonna have you pay the teaching fee with your life.
I'm into that.
I love that crazy evil smile. He said, fool, my dragons are lightning resistant. You can't.
In my solitude.
Everyone in his squad is like this, by the way. She's just one of the maids. But now that he's dealt with, back to Ainz. He says it's time to wrap this up. So come at me prepared to die. So she does just that. Only she didn't know he meant that shit literally. The bear hug from hell. Through the fire. Imagine having to stare into this face while slowly being crushed to death. And he talking her through it too. Hit her with the Michael Jackson rock with you lyrics. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do.
Shh. Oh, shh. It's okay now. You won't have to worry anymore. Accept the embrace. I can make it all go away. You'll finally be free. This is the destiny of everything. Hold my hand and stay close while I send you to a different place. You no longer need any attachment to this realm. I must release you. The dance of death.
連れていたな。私は非常にわがままなんだ。
And this was just the beginning. It's time for folk to start putting some spect on Ainz's name. You feel me? You smell me? Some spect for the Lord! Sorcerer Supreme, Extravagant, Omnipotent, Legendary, Pimp, Harvey King, Saint Okage, Lord Bone Daddy Ainz. You feel me? And I will take any reason to make an Overlord video, but that's enough of my yapping. Now it's your turn. Does Ainz belong in— Who? Does Ainz belong in these aura conversations? Who are some other characters that deserve to be talked about in this kind of light? Let me know down in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. Join the lounge and grab yourself a seat. Share with your friends or anyone who loves anime like us.
Tell your friends about me.
I appreciate you all for watching, and as we always do when we close out, let's all raise a glass in the air. Here's to anime.
I'm better than you, my shape up better, my car faster, my drip better, my clothes fit better, my hoes better, my tattoos better, I'm stronger than you.